Hi, what's up, guys? How you doing? Hope you are cool. Hope you had a good day. How Nigeria they treat everybody? Alpha, what's up? What's happening? I know they see you.
They see me, kid. There's problem now.
Okay, like I don't they see you now. Just say, like, just flip your phone. Flip your phone. So, uh, I see that way is cool.
So you can't rotate my phone. Alright, I think I'm good. Good evening.
How are you?
I don't know if my lighting is okay.
How was your day? Hmm?
Good.
So, we are talking about career and building financial stability. So, when we say career, what comes to your mind? What do you think when you hear career?
What did you say? Now when we talk about career, well, ordinary career should mean something that you know you do that you find passion in and that gives you job satisfaction. But that's not the reality in Nigeria. Career in Nigeria is what you do to get money. So that's it. That's it basically.
Okay, so that means a lot of people in Nigeria they don't choose their career based on passion now.
Passion. We don't do passion
It's
in
more
Nigeria.
it's more of survivor.
Yeah, of course. Of course. We don't do passion in Nigeria.
Why do you think it's like that? Like why do you think a lot of youth don't like they don't follow their passion? They just try to survive.
It's the way the country is now. Because if you study what you're passionate about, you might never be able to get a job on it or get the opportunities to monetize what you love. So you just go with what is available so that you have money to take care of yourself and your family, and then you have the social status that comes with being doing well among your peers. So who passion help? You need money.
But sometimes they don't say if if you don't do something out of passion, sometimes you might not be doing it with your heart and you'll be making a lot of mistakes.
That may be true, but given that a lot of well-paying careers, before you get into it, you're actually properly trained. You go through phases of training, so you're less likely to make mistakes unless you're not about the money. Because if you're about the money, you will do your damn job. That's the truth. That's the truth. Oh, I understand that
They
my
are
sound is
complaining. They
low.
say they say your voice is low. The sound is not good.
Okay, I'll speak up. Is it better? Tell us in the
Yeah, yeah,
comments.
yeah. It's better now. So you were saying something about passion and survivor.
Yes, you asked me that there are some circumstances where if you're not passionate about a job, you might not do it well. And I was saying that for most well-paying career paths in Nigeria, you actually get trained properly. You go through series of training before you actually start the job. So you have lower chances. They equip you even if you're not passionate about it. Unless there's no effort on your part. Like your effort is 0 or 10%, then you can actually do well even if you're not passionate about the job. Yeah, that's what.
I understand, Sha, but let's not just get to conclusion. Let's not just talk about. Let's not limit it to Nigerians. You
Yep.
understand?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, because
I think your
we
video
are,
is
I want us
lagging.
to
Is it just me or is it for everyone? Tell us in the comment. Let's know.
I want us to like talk about career and passion. Which one should people really go for? Is it the money or it's not about Nigerians now? Generally, is it the money or the passion?
Well, I'm not really a professional career coach or anything, so I'm still going to speak based on the reality that I'm attuned with, right? But I don't think anywhere in the world that passion alone is enough. You need passion, and then you need a job that pays you well. Because yes, you might feel fulfilled from a career that you're passionate about, but when you hit like 40s, 50s, that you have responsibilities, and that your passion is not able to pay your bills, you will still, need a lot more to survive. So I think survival trumps passion in most case scenarios. Actually, that's what I think. What do you think?
Okay. Okay. So for someone that just coming up, like someone that just finished school, what do you think are the possible steps that person should take? Taking into consideration that the person needs to survive, the person has responsibilities. Like, what do you think the person should do to get the perfect career?
There's no perfect career. Let me just put it out there. But if I would, um let me place it as my younger self. Someone is saying the question is like a marriage without bothering to get children. Well,
Yeah.
maybe. But if I were to like talk to my younger self who just was straight out of school, I know personally, my personal story is that when I got out of school, I was very adamant on following my passion. I didn't want to do anything else. I just wanted to do what I was passionate about. But if I could go back and speak to that person at the time, I would say if you come out of school, prioritize building, taking on a career that will help you build financial stability. Because once you get it, then you can actually do what you want. Like when you build some solid financial foundation, then you can afford to go and do what you love actually. So I think you should prioritize a career that pays you, that helps you survive over your passion if you're just out of school. That's what I think.
Okay, your audio is still, your voice is
It's
still
still
low.
poor.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'll try to speak louder.
Okay. But then someone told me something that despite the fact that a lot of people work hard, you understand, even in the choosing career, like the career they are choosing based on survivor, you see that most of them still don't get to the point that they set for themselves, the dreams they set for themselves. Most of them still don't attain those dreams. Like, what do you think is the problem? Do you think is lack of support, lack of funding, or poor money management?
Let me be sure that I get you correctly. So you're saying some people start off with a career that helps them build financial stability, right? But they are
Yeah,
still
yeah.
not able to stop at a point and pursue their dream. Is that what you're
No, no,
asking?
no. It's not stop at a point. Like, if, even following that career, they still work hard,
Yes.
but they still don't get to the point. They still don't get to the point that they dream get to. You understand?
Right.
So
Right.
I want to know what do you think is the problem? Is it lack of support, lack of financial like startup capital, or just poor money management?
Well, if I understand you correctly, we can't really generalize why people don't do as well as the bar they set for themselves in their career, because every industry, every field is different, right? If you work in a corporate world, for example, it's not enough to work hard. You need to work smart. You need to play the politics in the office. It's not just about working hard. There's a lot that will go into, you scaling the career ladder in a corporate world. Do you understand? If you're an entrepreneur, it's not just about working hard as well. You need to build the necessary network. I think there are factors that will help you succeed to the point that you've set the bar for yourself, no matter the career path that you've chosen. It's it's not just hard work. There's a lot that goes into career other than just working hard in your chosen. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say.
Like just yeah, I understand, but try talk more about those a lot. Those are lots that go to into that go into career.
Okay, so I will speak for myself. I work in a highly corporate organization, right? And
Yeah.
like I said, if you're in corporate, it's not just about working hard. You need to work smart. You need to be sure that um, you are positioning your brand as a person well, so that when opportunities come up in your organization, people call your name. You need to understand what your company is prioritizing at the moment and give it your all, because that's how you get the attention of your bosses. You need to, and there are so many things, you need to position yourself as an employee that, you know, there is a problem solver, so that when there's a problem to be solved, they call your name, you solve the problem, and you get recognized, you get promoted and all that. And that way you move faster in the corporate ladder. Do you understand? As opposed to just working hard, you come in the morning, you do what you're supposed to do, and at the end of the day you pack your bags and go. There's more to it than that. And I, from the bits I know about, let's say, entrepreneurship or being a self-employed person, maybe you're a baker or you're a hairstylist or something like that, it won't just be about coming to your business place and selling every morning. You need to build your network so that you can sell to more people and make more money. You need to have a lot of connections to people who can maybe give you goods on credit so that you can sell and give them money. That way you can get, it's called like establishing a line of credits and all that. So let's not get technical. There's just so much. You just need to understand the industry that you're in and then work hard on other skills apart from just doing your normal things that you're supposed to do. I think you're making me sound serious.
Yes, it sounds serious. We are doing well. Okay, I think you should say something about savings. Like these are questions people sent questions to me. Sha. They were asking about like, is it better to save money or to commit money,
Is it better to save money or to what?
or to like commit money, like invest kind of? But the person sent it in as commit
Invest
money.
money. Oh, okay. Well, I think that I would speak as someone um who is just becoming financially stable. I've not gotten there. I'm just becoming financial. I think the primary thing is that before you start investing, you need to build a solid saving, because there are so many types of investment. For example, if you want to buy a land, you just started working, you want to buy a land, you won't obviously go and carry all your salary for your first 3 months or your profits from your business first 3 months and put all of it together and get a land, because you might find yourself borrowing money. So I feel you need to save up to an extent before you can start investing. So I think saving first, you accumulate money, set up an emergency fund that even if you invest, you will still have enough to run your day-to-day, expenses. Then before you can go on to invest. That's my personal opinion, anyways.
Yeah, but the person was arguing that most times, based on the salary that they get, don't used to be enough. So definitely, if you save money before you even get to the point where you invest, if you don't go chop the money or go remove them, you understand something like that. So the person was like, it's not better to find like something like land banking or all these people that are paid part time for, like you can invest part as you earn, just invest as you earn instead of just saving it in the bank.
Well, it's a great option if you can get options for investments where you can pay installmentally, right? But I think
Mm.
that we've spoken about this at first. If you're starting out your career, you should aim at a career that will enable you save, and not everybody will be lucky to get it, right? But that should be the aim, to get a career where you can save as much as you can and invest, right? Because the truth is, how many most careers in our country, for example, people don't earn, not a lot of people earn six figures. And if you're making below six figures, struggle to feed yourself and save and
Yeah.
invest. But if you're fortunate to be making 6 figures and above, you just have to you divide your money. there's a I think there's a formula where you put like 50%. I'm not sure the figures, but a percentage of your earnings go to your recurring expenses, a percentage to your savings and all that. But if you're earning below that and you have the option to, you know, pay for investments instrumentally, that's also a great route to go, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next question. Someone sent in, like, most times they say that if you're working for people, you can't get rich. I think you've heard someone like that you must have your own business. You have heard something like this, I mean.
Mm.
So the person is asking, is it like, must everyone be entrepreneurs? Like, must everyone have their own personal business before they make it?
Mm, I'm I'm a fan of, well, let's not say what I'm a fan of. I think that in your 20s, if you're able to work in a good organization that pays you well, then if you're someone that is passionate about entrepreneurship or working for yourself, you can then save money and start a business. But it's not when you don't have the capital to work for yourself, you will not say you can't get rich by working for somebody. That doesn't make sense. Do you understand?
I understand,
So
but like, a lot comes with owning a business and running a business.
right,
This one is the person, you have the capital, but some people prefer to work. Some people prefer 5 to 9, or how do they say, 9 to 5. I mean, uh
yes.
so, but based on that misconception that people have, that if you're working under someone, you're just enriching that person. So most people are just forced to getting into businesses that maybe they don't even like doing business. So I just want to talk about it. Like, what do you think? What's your advice to people generally?
Well, I think that entrepreneurship, people, initially I used to think of business or entrepreneurship as somewhere you go to rest. Like nobody's going to be forcing you to do anything. Nobody's asking you any questions about what you're doing and all that. You're working for yourself. You can go to work whenever you want and all that. But there's more to it. Actually, it's a very tough career path to take because
Yeah.
you are the strategist, you are the customer service person, you are the sales director, you are the marketer, you are at the beginning, you are everything in the business. So I don't think it's something you go into merely because you don't want to work for somebody. If you're not passionate about it and if you don't have the discipline to be a business person, you fail at it. So it's definitely not for everybody. So if your only mindset for going into business is that you don't want to work for somebody, I think you fail at it. So if that is your mindset, I'd advise that. And working for someone is not entirely bad. Sometimes you learn discipline there, you learn that structure and organization that will even help you to run a business. So, first of all, if you're going into a business, let it be for the right reasons. Then secondly, you can learn from working, for someone and then replicate it when you start a business. So that's why I don't know if I answered your question.
That's good. There's someone that have passion to start a business, but the person don't have any financial support.
Mm.
As someone in the banking sector, do you think it's possible to get? Yeah, I have to say it now. Like someone that is just starting, no collateral, all those things.
Yeah.
So what's the possibility?
Well, first things first. I think that you know most banks, most commercial banks will not lend to a startup unless it's a multinational. But then you can't be a
Your voice,
multinational if
speak up,
if
speak
you're a
up, speak
startup.
up.
You seem very interested in this particular question. Who sent it in?
I don't know. Someone just sent it now.
I think most commercial banks will not lend to a startup. They will need to see that you've done something before they can, you know, begin to add their own money. You have to. there has to be a contribution from the part of the owner or owners of the business before some commercial banks will give you money, so that they are sure that the business will survive. They won't just put money into an idea and the idea doesn't work out. So yeah, that's what I think. But there are so many options to explore if you're trying to start a business that is not just, you know, borrowing from the bank. You can look around you, your friends, your family, they might be willing to help, right? And then you can start from there as you grow. The bank will be able to support eventually. I think that's the what is applicable for most businesses, for most banks. Sorry, that's what I think.
So what's your opinion about taking loans generally? Your own opinion. What do you think about taking loans?
Well,
Do you think
taking loan
it's
is great.
risky?
It's great. It's great. Yes, taking loans is very great for a business person. For a business person, loans are great for businesses. In my line of work, I've met someone who inspired me actually, and the person told me that in 10 years they built a business that is worth over 100 million. And the person confidently told me, this is bank's money. I grew my business with bank's money. So it's not bad in itself. You just have to have the right people around you who can teach you how to use the loan effectively so that you benefit from it and the bank benefits from it as well. And if you're taking loans, be sure to, I work in the finance sector. We are usually willing to answer questions, but sometimes people don't even ask. They just want the money. Do you understand? You should always be willing to ask questions. You'll be educated on how you can use it effectively so that you can benefit from it. So it's not a bad thing at all. It's great for businesses.
Okay. Thank you very much. I don't know if we have any questions from the chat.
I don't think there are any questions yet.
Okay.
I know Samuel said hi. Hi, Samuel.
Someone is typing. Let's
Okay.
see what is asking. Okay. So do banks have provisions for grants? That's what someone sent.
How come they are sending? Where are they sending these questions to me?
No, this one is private, it's not the chat.
Yeah, okay.
So this is
Okay.
like a group.
Um. Well, I think grants are usually sponsored by like the government. So if a bank secures funding from the government, you know, well, I don't think banks give grants because grants usually it's non-profit. It's not like they are not taxing you interest for the grants. You just pay back the money. Do you understand? That's usually the case. So I don't think banks give grants. Commercial banks in Nigeria give grants. They majorly give loans. Grants is for the government and and then non-profit organizations or non-governmental organizations. So that I may be wrong. Correct me, but that's what I think.
I think you are the expert here. Oh.
I'm not an expert. I'm just your friend.
You are the expert here.
I'm just your
Okay.
friend.
No, well, I think that's all. I don't think no questions again. So in
Alright.
summary, just what do you have for us? Say something. Summarize everything.
Okay, so in summary, I would say if you're a young person just starting out your career, choose a career that will allow you to save and invest, or to be able to start your own business if that is what you want, not solely passion, right? Then as you get a career that pays you, be sure to save up, spend within your means so that you can get financial stability, and then you can go on to pursue your passion or start a business or travel the world, whatever it is that tickles your fancy. So I think those are just the basic words from me.
Okay, thank you very much. Last, before we go, Sha, this one is from me. How much is the least someone can get as a loan?
The list, it depends on the bank and depends on the customer, because loans are usually based on a customer's turnover. Turnover is the money that comes and goes out of your account. So these days there are even AI is helping us with that. So they just calculate your turnover, check how much percent of your turnover that you can be
Okay, I think someone sent in question.
Give me.
Someone sent in question. He said,
All right.
being in the banking sector, how do you balance your career and personal life?
Mm, okay. That's kind of tough actually because you leave your house sometimes by 6 and come back by 6 to 6. It's not 9 to 5. It's 6 to 6, right? Um, I think how I am creating that balance is that once you get off work, when you get home, whatever it is that try to explore, whether you're reading to develop yourself, or you're taking a course online, or you're just scrolling through social media to relax, you just try to be present, right? If you read, you know like I said earlier, some people start a career and they are trying to transition into something else. If you're building that, as you're taking those courses, you try to practice and all that. Some other people, what they do is that when they get off work, they go to clubs, enjoy themselves, view the life. Some other people, they have like side jobs. They maybe run a small poultry by the side, or they have a small skill that they are learning by the side. So it's about finding what you can use to fill up the time, the few hours you have, after work. I think that's it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Another question. I think this one is
I thought we're
about
almost done
banking.
here. I
Yeah.
thought we're almost
Just
done here.
let's just attend to this one, and maybe too on. They said
Okay.
it's difficult raising a girl child while working in the bank. What's your take on that?
Raising a girl child while working in the bank, or like
Yeah.
it's difficult to raise children if you're working in a bank. I'm not sure what the question is, but I think
Now the
it's
person
the
said
latter.
raising a girl child, but I think it's raising children. That I've heard
Yeah,
people say
raising
that they say
children.
bankers don't have time.
We don't have time actually. We don't have time, right? But like I said, if I had a family and I work in a bank, what I would just make sure to do is that when you get off work, you're present in your children's life. You know what is going on in their school. You know, just you try to engage your children so that you know what is happening in their lives, so that you can correct, you can teach, you can be there for them. But you also have to have help, because someone has to be there with the children. If your husband is someone that also has a busy schedule, you have to
Yeah.
have help that is going to assist with the basic things there, right? I think those are just the two basic things. You be present in your children's life. You try to engage them when you're available, so that you can have impact in their lives, and then you get someone to help if your partner is someone who is very busy as well. So I think those are the two basic things. But hey, just you can tell us anything that you think in the comments as well.
Okay, well me, I don't really think this is about bankers. Understand? I
Right?
think commitment to your family is a personal something. It's not just it's not about the work you do. That's my personal opinion. Oh. You understand? There are people that have time, but still they don't have time for their children. There are people
Yeah.
that go out earning the money, but still the little time they have, you see that they spend quality time with their children. I think it's about creating a balance.
Yeah.
You understand? So in whatever you do, how you plan your life is what matters. It's not just about the work I'm doing, or this person is working in the bank, or this person is a teacher, or this person is an engineer. I don't think it matters that much.
Yeah.
Because if you're even talking about bank, you're talking about bankers not having enough time. There are some nurses I know that go to work from Monday to Sunday, and they still make out time for their family. So is about your choices and maybe whatever matters to you.
Yeah, I agree totally. Totally.
Okay. So I don't think we have any other question. Was
Yeah.
nice having you. I hope to do
Yeah,
this
thank
again
you
with
for
you.
having me. It's an honor.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
All right.